So, the rumors speak true.
Marcus, my old friend.
The Legacy of Kain series has long been revered for its rich storytelling, complex characters, and philosophical undertones. From the original Blood Omen to the critically acclaimed Soul Reaver saga, fans have savored each installment like a finely aged wine. However, when it comes to Blood Omen 2, the fifth entry in the franchise, the reaction has been notably mixed. For die-hard fans of the series, recommending Blood Omen 2 becomes a complicated matter laden with a series of pros and cons that warrant a deeper dive. One of the most significant challenges facing Blood Omen 2 is its marked departure from the narrative depth and innovative gameplay that defined earlier titles. The franchise is known for its rich lore, exploring themes of destiny, free will, and moral ambiguity. In both Blood Omen and Soul Reaver, players were immersed in a world that prompted deep philosophical reflections, particularly through the complex relationship between Kain and Raziel. In Blood Omen 2, while the storyline still revolves around Kain's pursuit of power, the narrative feels somewhat diluted and less engaging, substituting grandeur for an action-oriented approach. While Kain remains an iconic anti-hero, the new characters introduced lack the depth and charisma of previous series figures. For fans who relish the intricate storytelling threads of earlier games, this shift in tone may feel like a betrayal of the franchise's roots.
What? Impossible.
What manner of creatures have you been practicing on? Dull mortal fools, with their minds full of commerce and dung? My mind is far too strong for your powers.
No matter. My mental powers still allowed me to read your thoughts. You seek the Bishop of Meridian, do you not? He has some information that you require.
A clever trick.
I will ensure that you never get that information. You may find the good Bishop, Kain, but when you do, he will be dead.
Not if I reach him first.
Blood Omen 2 also implemented a different gameplay style, leaning more towards contemporary action-adventure mechanics that prioritize combat and platforming over the exploration and puzzle-solving elements that once defined the series. The result is a system that, while momentarily engaging, may ultimately feel shallow to fans who crave the more strategic, cerebral gameplay experiences of previous installments. Combat-centric gameplay presents its own set of challenges. While many series fans appreciate a good challenge, the combat system in Blood Omen 2 can be frustrating and repetitive, lacking the finesse and polished experience found in earlier titles. In an industry environment that has increasingly pushed against button-mashing mechanics towards innovation, this misalignment can put off veteran players used to more intricate controls. Visually, Blood Omen 2 offers a mix of strengths and weaknesses. The graphics, while improved from its predecessors, often fall short of the expectations set by modern titles at the time of its release. The art direction, attempting to marry dark gothic aesthetics with stylized visuals, doesn't quite coalesce into the atmospheric world that fans expect from a Legacy of Kain game. The game's audio design, meanwhile, presents a stark contrast. While the iconic voice of Kain himself, brought to life by the legendary Simon Templeman, remains a highlight, the wider soundscape lacks the memorable musical motifs and haunting sound effects that punctuated earlier entries. This inconsistency can leave fans longing for the immersive sensory experiences they once cherished. In the end, recommending Blood Omen 2 to fans of the Legacy of Kain series comes down to individual tolerance for compromise. For some, the thrill of experiencing Kain's struggle through a new lens, even if at the expense of narrative and gameplay expectations, might be enough to warrant a playthrough. However, for many purists, Blood and Sand 2 represents a deviation from what they hold dear about the franchise, making it a tough pill to swallow.
Cain, it is Voragol. You must reach the Bishop's Manor at the other end of the city. Only he can give you passage into the Seraphan Keep. The curfew has set in, so be careful on the streets. The guards are looking for anyone suspicious and will attack you on sight.
Ultimately, Blood and Sand 2 serves as a reminder of how complex franchise evolution can be. For those unfamiliar with the series, it may provide a decent entry point into the universe of Cain, allowing newcomers to explore its themes in a more accessible and action-driven framework. However, for devoted fans, the recommendation becomes fraught with the understanding that this entry diverges from the essence that made the Legacy of Kain series a staple in the gaming world. As with any sequel, it is essential for fans to approach Blood and Sand 2 with an open mind and tempered expectations. After all, sometimes evolution in gameplay does not equate to a foundational regression in beloved narratives. In this case, the call to adventure in Nosgoth may come with a mix of nostalgia and caution, making it a hard sell for those who hold the legacy close to their hearts.